I will not quit. I will not go back. I will keep the promise I made to myself. Every person makes promises. Promises to friends, promises to family, promises to the world. But the most important promise is the one you make to yourself. The promise to grow. The promise to become stronger. The promise to never give up on the life you want. And yet, this is the promise people break the most. They say, I will start tomorrow. They say, one day I will change. They say, maybe later. But tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. And suddenly, years are gone. Listen carefully. Your dreams are waiting. Your future is watching. And your potential is calling your name. Every day you wake up, you have two choices: break the promise or keep it. Keeping the promise means discipline. Keeping the promise means sacrifice. Keeping the promise means doing the work even when you don't feel like it. Because the truth is simple. Success is not built in one big moment. It is built in the small promises you keep to yourself every single day. Wake up early, show up again, work harder, stay focused. One promise, one step, one day at a time, and slowly, the person you promised to become will finally appear. So remember this. The world may doubt you. People may underestimate you, but never, ever break the promise to yourself, because the moment you keep that promise, your life will begin to change. Because the promise you make to yourself is a contract with your future. No one else can sign it for you. No one else can fulfill it for you. Only you. There will be morning when you feel tired, days when nothing seems to work, moments when quitting feels easier. But remember why you started. Remember the person you wanted to become, the life you dreamed about, the strength you promised yourself you would build. Pain will come, doubt will come, failure will come. But those moments are not the end. They are tests. Tests to see if your promise is stronger than your excuses. Strong people are not born different. They simply refuse to betray their own word. They fall, but they stand up again. They struggle, but they keep moving forward. And step by step, they build a life most people only dream about. So today, make a decision. No more waiting. No more excuses. No more broken promises. Stand up. Look at yourself and say it with confidence. I will not quit. I will not go back. I will keep the promise I made to myself. Because one day you will look back at this moment and you will realize this was the day everything changed. The day you stopped doubting. The day you started believing. The day you decided to never break the promise to yourself. And understand this. Every great journey begins with a decision, a quiet decision, made in a moment when no one is watching. Not applause, not recognition, just you and your promise. The promise to wake up earlier. The promise to work harder. The promise to become better than yesterday. Some days will feel heavy. Some days will feel slow. Some days you will question everything. But progress is not always loud. Sometimes progress is silent. It is the extra hour you put in, the discipline you show when no one is around, the courage to keep going when quitting feels comfortable. That is where transformation happens. Not in comfort, not in excuses, but in commitment. Because the difference between the life you have and the life you want is the promises you choose to keep. Every time you stay consistent, you build trust with yourself. Every time you refuse to quit, you grow stronger inside. And one day, something powerful happens. You stop chasing motivation because discipline becomes your identity. And the promise you once struggled to keep becomes the standard you live by. So guard that promise, protect it, respect it. Because when you respect your own word, the world will start respecting you too. And remember this, the strongest person in the room is not the loudest one. It is the one who made a promise to themselves and kept it. No matter how long it took, no matter how hard it became, they kept going, they kept believing, and they never broke the promise to themselves. And one day, the results will start to show, not suddenly, not overnight, but slowly, powerfully, undeniably. The discipline you practiced in silence will begin to speak for you. The effort no one noticed will become impossible to ignore. People will ask you, how did you do it? They will think it was luck. They will think it was talent. But you will know the truth. It was the promise you refused to break, the promise you protected every single day, even when it was hard, even when it was lonely, even when nobody believed in you, because deep down, you believed in yourself. And that belief changed everything. So if today feels difficult, if today feels uncertain, remember this moment. This is where strength is built. This is where character is forged. This is where your future begins. Not tomorrow, not someday. Right now, make the decision. Stand by your word. Honor your promise. And no matter what happens, no matter how long the journey takes, never, ever break the promise to yourself, because the person you are becoming is waiting on the other side of that promise. And when the road gets difficult, remember this: nothing great was ever built in comfort. Every champion was once exhausted. Every success story was once uncertain. Every strong person was once struggling. But they made a decision. They decided that their promise was more powerful than their fear, more powerful than their doubts, more powerful than their excuses, because promises shape identity. If you keep breaking your word, you start to lose trust in yourself. But when you keep your word, something powerful happens inside you. Your confidence grows, your discipline strengthens, your mindset transforms. You begin to realize something important. You are capable of more strength, more focus, more resilience, and the person you once dreamed of becoming is no longer a dream. It becomes your reality. So today, right now, look at yourself. Not the version that is afraid, not the version that wants to quit. Look at the version of you that refuses to give up, the version that stands back up, the version that keeps moving forward, the version that honors the promise, because that version of you is unstoppable. And the moment you decide to stand by your word, nothing in this world can truly stop you. So keep going. Stay disciplined. Stay focused. Stay committed. And above all, never break the promise you made to yourself. And remember this: your life changes the moment you start respecting your own word. Not when everything is perfect, not when the timing feels right, but when you decide, my word matters. When you say you will wake up early, you do it. When you say you will work on your dream, you do it. When you say you will improve your life, you do it. No excuses, no delays, no negotiations with your discipline, because every small promise you keep builds the foundation of your future, brick by brick, day by day, and slowly you begin to transform. The weak mindset disappears, the excuses lose their power, the doubts grow quieter, and a new voice begins to rise inside you, a voice that says, I can do this. I will keep going. I will finish what I started. That voice is your strength. That voice is your discipline. That voice is the promise you made to yourself. So when the world becomes loud, when people doubt your journey, return to that promise. Because promises kept in silence create victories that speak loudly. One day, your story will inspire others. Not because you were perfect, but because you were committed. Committed to growth, committed to discipline, committed to the promise. And in the end, your greatest achievement will not just be success. It will be the person you became because you never gave up on yourself. So keep moving forward. Stay loyal to your vision. Stay loyal to your discipline. And above all, stay loyal to the promise you made to yourself. And always remember, your future is not built by motivation alone. Motivation fades, feelings change, energy comes and goes. But commitment, that is different. Commitment stays. It stays when you are tired. It stays when things get difficult. It stays when no one is cheering for you. Because commitment is not based on feelings. It is based on a decision that says, no matter what happens, I will keep going. That decision is powerful. It separates dreamers from doers. Dreamers talk about success. Dreamers imagine a better life. But doers wake up early. Doers work when they are tired. Doers keep moving when progress feels slow, not because it is easy, but because they made a promise. And that promise means everything. So when life tests you, when obstacles appear in your path, ask yourself one simple question. Am I the kind of person who breaks promises? Or am I the kind of person who keeps them? Because your answer will define your future. The world may challenge you. Life may push you down. But as long as you keep your promise, you will always rise again, stronger, wiser, more determined than before. So keep walking your path, step by step, day by day. Trust the process, trust your effort, trust your growth, and never forget. Greatness is not built in a single moment. It is built through the promises you keep to yourself every single day. And there will be days when everything feels heavy, days when your progress feels invisible, days when the voice in your head says, maybe it's not worth it. In those moments, pause, take a breath, and remember the promise. The promise you made when you decided your life could be more meaningful, more disciplined, more powerful than the excuses holding you back. Because growth is not comfortable. Growth is waking up when your body says sleep. Growth is working when your mind says quit. Growth is choosing discipline when comfort is calling your name. And that choice, repeated every day, creates transformation. Not instantly, but inevitably. Like water shaping stone, consistency shapes destiny. One decision, one action, one promise kept at a time. And slowly, something inside you changes. You stop asking for easy paths. You start building stronger legs. You stop waiting for perfect conditions. You start creating them. You stop doubting your ability. You start trusting your discipline. And when that shift happens, everything changes. Because now You are no longer controlled by circumstances. You are guided by commitment. The promise becomes your compass. No matter how dark the road feels, no matter how far the journey seems, you keep walking, you keep building, you keep believing, because deep inside you know